The growing concern of identity crisis and its link to mental health formed the focus of a recent program held in Abuja, organized by mental health advocate and CTV staff Loretta Okalo. The event tagged Garden Experience brought together psychologists, faith leaders, therapists, and media professionals, all speaking on practical pathways to emotional healing and self-discovery. Both top management and staff of the Catholic Television of Nigeria, Abuja, was there to support one of their own. CTV's Ijoma Ekwusi completes the report.
According to the 2025 report by the World Health Organization, WHO, over 20 million Nigerians, representing 20% of the country's population, are living with mental health conditions. It was in light of this disturbing statistic that Loretta Okalo, a staff of Catholic Television of Nigeria, has put together this program called The Garden Experience to highlight issues of mental health and identity crisis.
The crisis of identity, and I believe before we leave today, we'll get to know so much more about that.
In her address, Loretta shared her personal journey through emotional trauma, self-discovery and healing. Drawing inspiration from the biblical garden experience, she emphasized that every individual must confront their inner struggles to rediscover identity and purpose.
It is with immense joy and gratitude that I welcome you all to Garden Experience 2025, our very first physical gathering under the umbrella of Mind Healer. And today marks a significant milestone in our journey of fostering emotional healing, personal growth, and wholeness in relationships and family life. Can you please give us a round of applause?
Keynote speaker, Dr. Sadatu Adamu, a psychotherapist, spoke on the role of spirituality in addressing mental health challenges, stressing that healing begins from within.
So, my introduction this morning is, the world today faces growing crises of identity, people struggling to understand who they are, where they belong, why they matter. At the same time, mental health challenges on the rise globally. Depression, anxiety, burnout, emotional instability have become increasingly common. Both issues are deeply connected, so mental health and identity are connected. When a person loses their sense of identity, their mental health becomes vulnerable, and when mental health is compromised, identity becomes confusion.
Other contributors, including Reverend Father Victor Akegbosi, also highlighted the importance of faith, discipline, and emotional support in overcoming identity crisis.
People are more comfortable with coming to Father and saying, and I had a case here, you will see here, I saw this lady for about 3 months. We had weekly sessions. After an hour, I was okay, we have to draw the curtain here because we are also trained with some of the skills. And I now told her, at this juncture, I think I have to refer you to a therapist. And she didn't want any of that. It was a tug of war, and finally I had to do that. So I think, and it helped her. So please, I want to encourage us, please, if you have an issue, see a therapist.
An interactive panel discussion followed, exploring real-life challenges faced by people battling self-identity issues. Speakers identified low self-esteem, trauma, rejection, and broken relationships as major triggers of emotional instability, while recommending therapy, positive affirmations, and mentorship as solutions.
I love that she's very intentional about her mental health. She's just 16. A lot of her friends keep telling her, why are you always running to your therapist? Are you mad? Are you crazy? But she's very intentional because she understands that what has happened to her is not normal, and it can affect her identity and who she is for life. For her, it's better. But there are a lot of young people who don't even know what therapy is, don't even understand what mental health is, and they just form an identity from the experience that they have.
CTV News editor Mr. Tony Abba commended the initiative, describing Loretta as a valuable asset to Catholic Television of Nigeria.
Well, for her, as an expert in this field now, she has become an asset for us in the office, that she can manage some kind of crisis that we have sometime with our staff and other people around us. She can be approached, and then she can be like a mentor, she can be like a therapist, and provide this kind of services. Though it may not be free, but she can be like a consultant. Whenever any of us have issues, we can confide in her. We can also look into the aspect of even creating a unit that she can head, the unit that talks about mental health challenges and how to use therapy in promoting good working relationship among staff, and how to address issues of mental health within an organization for better productivity. That would be a very good thing to start.
The event featured momentous highlights, including a prophetic art performance by Joshua Oyewale. And ended with affirmations of healing and purpose.
I would want you to join me to affirm. I have some words of affirmations here. An affirmation means not just words, but it means declaration. Because the Bible says in Proverbs 18:21, life and death are in the power of the tongue. So what you say to yourself really matters. If you say negative things, that's what you experience. If you say positive things, that's what you experience. So it's very important, things we say with our mouth, especially about ourselves, is very, very important.
I think, especially in our climate in Nigeria here, mental health is underrated. People go to the hospital when it's physical health, but when there is a mental health situation, they shy away from it, and the awareness is really low, and we can do better.
In Abuja, Ijoma Ekwowusi, CTV News.